Hello and welcome to another session of Karen's Colours. I'm Dr. Karen and these are my colour conversations. In this session, we'll be examining another one of those monthly readings for your birthday month. So let me firstly welcome those of you who've been following this series. And if you're new here, you're also welcome. And if you like what you hear, you might like to subscribe. It's free. This month, because I can, I've decided to add some oracle cards, and the ones I've chosen for this month are Doreen Virtue's Life Purpose. Might not apply to everybody, but these are general readings, and so if you take what resonates with you, maybe come back another time and listen if it doesn't quite click straight away. Anyway, enjoy. And this is a reading for people born in the month of September for June 2025. We'll begin with selection of an oracle card. If I didn't see that one, we might take it anywhere. Wanted to jump out for this reading, so that becomes a card we'll look at the end, and hopefully it will tie in the rest of the reading. So, we're looking for a colour reading for people born in the month of September for June of 2025 and see how it has eventuated for you. All right. You come into the month with the energy of green over blue. By the middle of the month, it's turned to purple on brown, and by the end of the month, it's green on black, and the underlying energy is grey on red. Now, as we look at this reading, we see that one colour is repeated, and that is green. We have here green as the energy that you bring into the month with you as part of the activity that you undertake, and it also continues as the activity you are undertaking as you leave the month. Underlying all of this energy is grey on red. The energy that exists in the internal world, that is your drive, your motivation, the needs that you have, is red. And red internally always means jumping out of your skin. It means an enormous amount of energy that's available to you. Whether or not you're using it is another thing. But that energy often is accompanied with frustration and accompanied with a certain degree of repressed anger. And how you deal with those feelings of being highly energized, highly agitated in the real world is of very strange consequence, because you are in fact sitting between black and white, which both encompass all the colours, but in a very specific way. And grey normally deals with confusion, uncertainty, but also it has to do with seeing many different points of view. So in effect, the red internal energy, all of that jumping up and down energy that you have internally, externally comes across as being scattered in all sorts of different directions, because you are dealing with people and situations where every single one of them will impinge upon the way in which you view things and the way in which you respond. This is a very, very reactive combination, and those reactions are uncertain, they are confusing, not just for yourself but also for others, and they also tend to be very arbitrary. So it's not an energy that allows you to take the usual sedate path that we find for people who were born in September. That's a very unnerving and also very uncomfortable energy to be in. Yet that energy permeates the entirety of the month. Now, if we look at what the colour that is most common here, the green, Green and red are actually opposites. So there is a jumping backwards and forwards between high energy and low energy. To begin the month, you've got green on blue. Blue internally is a need for things to settle down, for understanding of your place in the world, of being able to remain calm in situations of agitation, and there is plenty of agitation here. So even though there is this jumping out of your skin and heading to energy in all sorts of different directions, the blue internally that you come into the month with is one of being completely sedate and calm and very placid. While things are quiet and calm internally, it is so quiet and so calm that you're actually trying to move into a different direction, to find new pastures. Green and blue together form a type of cyan, and cyan's all about communication, it's about friendships. And that feeds into this agitation back here. Something here has disrupted the normal relationships that you would have, has made you angry or upset. And in the real world, while you are prepared to look at different options that are available to you, as you come into the month, it's all about how do you create new relationships. By the middle of the month, that has gone entirely, and instead, in its place, is this desire, this drive internally to change your goals. You're going to be trying to do something different, head off in a different direction, settle down, find the sorts of skills that are necessary for you to fulfill the wishes that you have. And in the real world, the only way you can achieve this is by using purple energy. Purple is all about destruction and creation. It embodies both of them, and the two of them go together. Purple is also about healing. So in order to create this new life for yourself, you need to get rid of the old life and to start a new one. And in the process of starting that new life, you are healing whatever the damage was that happened back here as a result of this frustration energy that you're existing with down here. By the end of the month, there's a total close down. The black is all about withdrawing inward. There is a need to shut down, to stop, to reevaluate, to get in touch with your inner self, to spend some time away from others in order to be able to recalibrate yourself. And in the real world, the opportunities will be there for you to do that. The choices that you make, however, will determine whether or not this time out becomes a useful thing that enables you to head off in a different direction, or whether it becomes a form of depression simply because you are not finding the sorts of outlets that the green in the real world would normally allow you to have. And remembering that, of course, these energies down here, this frustration and confusion, also impinges upon what's happening at the end of the month. Green on black enables you to have a total change of spiritual heart. So let's have a look at what's missing in terms of colours. Well, we have black, but there's no white. There's no yellow. You do have red. You've got green. You've got blue. You have brown. There is no orange. You do have grey. You've got purple. There's no pink. And there's no cyan. These colours here all represent the skills that you have, that you're bringing with you into the month, that you are using throughout the month quite liberally. They are available to you and they will help you traverse this journey. These ones over here, these 5 colours, are the skills that you're currently not using. White is all about enlightenment. It's about curiosity. It's about new starts. Yellow is all about finding happiness, overcoming anxieties, and just generally learning about life. Orange is the ability to be confident, courageous, overcome crises. Cyan has to do with bliss, with contentment, with being able to settle down and just simply let things be rather than wanting to change them. And pink is vulnerability, and it's love, and it's also being able to receive as well as ask for assistance when you need it. So the idea here is to take one of these colours that is most appealing and then the one that is least appealing, put them into your life somehow, and it will change the way in which this underlying energy works. And as it changes the underlying energy, so too it will alter the entire trajectory of the way in which you work your way through the month of June. Let's now have a look at what the oracle has to say about this. It says infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life's purpose. That's an interesting card to receive in this particular reading, because it tends to suggest that the black here is mainly about developing your psychic skills, getting in touch with your inner voice. So it's probably more important than ever that you choose the colours will help you along the way on that journey. So that's it for your birthday month for the month of June 2025. I hope you've gotten something out of this reading that is of benefit to you. And if you follow along with the advice given, maybe, just maybe, your month of June will turn out to be far more wonderful than you expected. In the meantime, may the colours of your life bring you joy, happiness, and all of those wonderful things that you want for yourself. Until next time, bye.